What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, here with another edition of Traditional Fans with Opinions, where I'll give my reviews for whoever I watched, read, or played today. And who are Traditional Fans with Opinions? That is myself, and that is you, the viewers. With all that being said, on with the reviews. Liar Game, Episode 8. So in this episode, so the downsizing game, they explain whoever gets the least votes owes 100 million to everyone. But everyone could get more money through purchases, making contracts, whatever. And so yeah. Now Fukunaga is expected to be the loser because everyone hates him. But Fukunaga tricks Now to explain that she actually has money from the previous round, so everyone hates Now. So it changes where either Fukunaga or Now will lose. So Fukunaga offers a deal with Now to vote for each other, but in all the rounds, so they are guaranteed to not lose, since they get 50 votes. Now agrees and she does it for at least the first round, but then she has 0 votes basically. Fukunaga had lied to her, so Now has 0 votes. And yeah. So yeah, basically yeah, then the Mohawk guy explains that Fukunaga approached all the others for a deal to get Now out, and basically made them all sign a contract where they have to vote how he wants. So the Mo is he wishes he could kill him now. There's nothing he could do. So yeah, man. Oh my gosh, dude, that pisses me off. Dude, I will say this episode. It's just Now being stupid again. I mean, I feel like you would think they would all those guys would know not to make a deal with Fukunaga, because they know how he is. Then, Now's more trustworthy. She just has money. I mean, the basically it's just jealousy, and everyone's okay, they should think before. What the heck? And do Mira, the Mohawk, I can beat him by Fukunaga. I was whatever. Now, and so I was hoping Now would actually show some more intelligence in this, but no. She's just still retarded. Now Akiyama's about to come in, probably to actually do something. But yeah, gosh, you would think that no one would trust Fukunaga. Now just being stupid again. Yeah, it's so dumb. Man, it was not fans episode. It just shows that without Akiyama, the show just does suffer. Like, then this isn't a comedy show. You can maybe get away with the whole show being about Now being retarded. But no, it's just whatever. Hopefully, something happens next episode to make this just feel not. It's gosh, like now quit being so stupid. How many times did you have to learn to not be retarded? But whatever. I'll watch the next episode. The Mandalorian and Grogu. So in this movie, so in Jaren and Grogu, they were, hunting Imperial warlords for the New Republic. After killing one, um, New Republic commander, Ward, gets onto them for killing the warlord because they want intel. I mean, Jaren says, hey, that given enough time, he could kill everyone on her list if she wants. Now, Ward gives Jaren a Razor Crest as advance payment for next job, which is to go outside New Republic airspace to find Commander Coin, who's a warlord that a lot of people believe to be dead. And the Republic's been offered intel by the Hutt twins, or Jabba the Hutt's siblings. Now, in exchange, the twins want Jabba's son, Rada, to be rescued from the planet Shikari. So Jaren, Grogu, and Garazeb Aurelios go there. Jaren and Grogu, they learn that Rada's a gladiator in a fighting pit owned by a local mob boss named Janu. Now Rada, he wants to be his own man. He didn't like how he's not a fan of the whole mobster stuff. Like, he doesn't want the throne. He tells Jaren that once his last fight's done, he's free. He doesn't want to be a mob boss. He said he basically like the twins can have the throne for that. The twins just want him dead. And now, so he says, now Jaren tracks down Janu, offers to buy Raz for him. Jay refuses, saying he plans for Raz's final fight to be you know, be one where Rada dies. Jaren tells Rada this. Rada doesn't believe him and calls for security. Jaren and Grogu are captured. Jaren is made to fight Rada in the arena. He defeats Rada, but he surrenders rather than instead kills him. Janu then says Rada is free to die. Gets a bunch of monsters that resemble that little hologram game from the original Star Wars. So Jaren and Rada work together to beat the monsters. Arena, the security systems break, all the monsters flee, start killing people. Jaren and Grogu and Rada escape. And Jaren and Grogu have to pursue Rada, and they capture him with the help of Zeb. Now, in the Jaren, interrogates Rada. Rada says, the twins only want so he could kill him and take over the Hutt cartel. And that they were always cruel because they were afraid of Jabba. Jaren says, he has to give him to the twins to get whereabouts on Coin's location. Rada says that Janu and Coin are the same person. Jaren, Grogu, and Zeb go to Janu's compound and confirm that Rada was telling the truth. So they capture Janu. They take Janu back to Ward. And warns Jaren that the twins will not be happy for being about Jaren double crossing them. So Jaren and Grogu return to Navarro. They get some Unzelans to modify the new Razor Quest. Now Unzelans, that's like the Babu Frick race. So, Jaren gets a gun runner to take Rod into hiding. Now Imbo's a bounty hunter from DCW. Attacks Jaren's house, abducts Jaren, and Zealons gets captured by Imbo's dog, but somehow doesn't get killed. Also, the Zealon should have just been eaten. That would have been better writing. Now, Jarn's taken to the twins, and now Hutta. Grogu and the other Zealons, they follow. And that one Zealon escapes the dog and basically escapes like Imbo's ship and meets up with the other Grogu and the other Zealons. So Jarn's taken to the twins. Imbo leaves. Rod is revealed to be captured. The twins have Jarn's helmet removed. They said down his helmet's valuable, but they have also shamed Jarn. Since they've seen his face, Jarn says don't matter if he kills them all. Now, Imbo's not there, and Radha's eyes are closed from the torture, so they're immune. They're immune to, like, they're not subject to that whole he has to kill them. So, Jarn's dropped into this pit to fight this dragon snake, however. Grogu and the Zealons help him escape, but Jarn's poisoned by the snake. So the Anzelans leave. Like Jarn can't fin the Anzelan ship. Jarn holds off some Hutt's troops to cover Grogu and Zealon's escape. Grogu decides to stay behind, and he tends to Jarn's wounds. He covers his body up to hide him from the mobsters. Gets an antidote from a fisherman. So they let Jarn and Grogu find the Gunrunner ship, and they use it to attack the twins' compound. Since the twins will just pursue them if they run. So Jarn fights Imbo while Grogu frees Radha. Radha fights the twins and he drops himself, the twins, and Imbo to a dragon snake pit. Grogu saves Radha with the Force. Imbo escapes until the twins are eaten alive by the dragon snake. The Zealons come back with more than a whole Republic squadron, including like Carson Tava, Trapper Wolfware, and the twins' palace and droids are all destroyed. Now, war confirms that Jan and the twins were working together, so that justified them to wipe out the Hutts, or at least them. Now, Ra decides to work with the New Republic, and Jar and Grogu leave in the Razor Quest, and Jarn starts teaching Grogu how to fly. Okay, I did not like this movie. Like there's really no point for like. So here's the issues with the twins being killed. Okay, if they're the only Hutts left, then like, okay, you took out one of the biggest crime organizations in the galaxy. Now, if some of the other ones are still around, like, so you have the ones like from the Expand universe, like so like in the Expand universe, there are some other Hutts that like Zorba is not really discussed. You have that's Jabba's father who was alive. And like I don't know what his state is, but in the EU, Zorba dies some point after 10 ABY. Basically, he was in prison. We don't know what happens. We don't know if Zorba's still alive. And like then you have Durga the Hutt, part of a different clan. That's Bardula's clan. We don't know if he's around. course, you have all the ones from TCW who were not shown to be killed. We don't know if they're alive. Now, the ones who are part of the Base of the clan, they're not gonna care. Because that's a rival clan. Now, the Hut Cartel being attacked, that will piss them off. So you have Gorga. Gorga's a Desolate clan like Java. And so, yeah, so I don't know, like, there's a lot of huts. If they're still around, they may not like having two of the like Java's siblings being killed, especially the ones from the Desolate clan. The Besadi clan, maybe some of the other clans, they're not gonna care, especially the Besadi. They're Besadi is like, okay, we're good. Now maybe probably they may still want to do something. That it's still a problem. Like like it's still a problem. So they have to do that's something they have to acknowledge. And they attacked Now Hada, the Hut homeworld. Now, this isn't like they're in Varl or Varl Prime, which is the actual origin where the Huts originally came from before they moved to Nalhada. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be a problem. They attacked Nalhada. They might want to acknowledge that, because that could be a problem. Yeah, I didn't like this. So the fact that Grogu's can't speak, okay. At some point he's got to freaking speak. But no, but maybe he's just retarded. Ryan Kinnell's brought that up, I think, in some of the some streams he's been on. And honestly, at this point, I kind of agree with him. Like, he can't, like, did this Jarn just not taught him anything about flying, fighting, whatever? Or is, like, Grogu just that stupid he doesn't know how to do it? Can't pay attention. Yes, given his alien race, yes, he may age slower. That is true. I mean, the EU in the TCW movie, Rada was technically 10 years old. Like Rada in the expanded universe timeline was born 32 BBY. In the TCW movie takes place in it was like 22 BBY. Yeah. I think the consent like EU I've seen varying things. Some say 22, some say 21. I think most resources say 22 BBY. Now Disney, it is 22 BBY. Now in Disney's timeline, Rada's somewhere between 24 BBY, 22 BBY. So he was young, and yeah. So even if he was 10, his race does age slowly. They could live for a long time. Heck, in the EU, Jabba's father Zorba was born 1000 BBY. So it's like he's about so Zorba lived for a while. So yeah, but there's gotta be some intelligence shown by Grogu. You could at least have him speak. But no, they want and the whole, oh, look how cute he is. I'll be honest, here's my opinion of how, and Rada shouldn't be alive. He should be dead. Honestly, I thought that if Rada would maybe killed some point before the original trilogy. Maybe by Maul. And honestly, I think that's how they should handle him. That Rada should have been killed by maybe whenever Darth Maul lost the Shadow Collective for the last time. There in the hole, maybe there was like a Shadow Collective Civil War or whatever. Now the Huts were not part of the last one where They were just part of the first one. Maybe it was like a game war or whatever. Maul decides to kill Rada as punishment for Jabba crossing him. That'd be something they could do. That explains why Rada. Then that should have been what happened. Maul just kills Rada. That would have been a great writing right there. Jabba's like, all right, and then he deals with gets the Empire. He works for the Empire to fight Maul. That's how Rada's story should have gone. But no. Yeah. And Grogu, honestly, if someone were to change Star Wars, one of the changes that needs to be made is Grogu needs to be killed by Darth Vader during Operation Nightfall, the Jedi Temple. So, here's what I say. Here's how it should. So, I guess in an adjusted timeline, ideal timeline, where we have good Star Wars, where someone actually fixes it, here's how the change would be. In the whole scene showing Mandalorian Season 3 of Flavia Kelleran Beck, played by Ahmed Best, saving Grogu. Here's what should happen. When Beck gets there, Vader comes in, like, kills someone. He force chokes Beck. Um, basically he kills Beck, then he kills Grogu. Like, just kills Grogu. We don't have to deal with that problem. And of course, with Reva from Kenobi, Vader could just maybe have sense her life force within all the corpses and just stabs her. You know, in the case of Reva, of course, Reva's not in this. Yeah, I think this is a terrible movie. Not as bad as like Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker. Those two are way worse. But this is pretty bad. Like it's probably like right above those in like the rankings. Like it's freaking bad. Well, and that's it. Did y'all like the stuff I reviewed? And if you have your own opinions about all that, you can put all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and all that. And look forward to the next video.